Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Users. Welcome to another episode of the show, and I got sitting alongside me as always.
Hey, comic book fans! Welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Users. You've asked for it,
or maybe you haven't, but we're gonna give it to you anyway.
Yes, we're gonna do favorite X-Men covers.
Yeah.
We've talked about the X-Men a couple of times in the past, but I don't believe we've ever done a favorite X-Men covers episode because I usually write them down after we've done.
We haven't. I mean, basically, both of us, or neither of us, are like enormous X-Men fans. I think we both like the X-Men, but I don't have a ton in my collection.
And I didn't have an allowance when I was a kid, so I kind of...
They were one of the ones that fell by the wayside, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I knew that if I started reading them, I'd probably get hooked because everybody else was hot on the X-Men. My next door neighbor was hot on them and Conan, and those were two books I didn't read, you know.
I've gotten more X-Men in the last 2 years than I think I ever owned in my life, just because they're one of the series that I really didn't dive into much, and I know a lot about them now, so I figured let me start collecting them. But as we were both talking before we went on the air, it's like it's expensive to collect X-Men comics now, regardless of whether they're the old original issues or the reprints or the stuff in the 100s when they're the resurgence.
When I went with Kirk to that con back in October, we were going through the dollar bin, and he was pulling books out for me. He's just pulling books out for me, and he pulled out this X-Men book for $1, and it was like a low number, like 104 or 106. And someone had wrote like numbers like this big in the corner, like a new price or something, or so that just completely ruined the whole cover.
Not even for $1.
Not for me. Put it back, Kirk. Thank you.
Not even for $1.
Love you, man, but nope. Sometimes you just draw the line with unacceptable, you know.
Yeah.
But that's the only way you're going to find them for $1. You know, unfortunately.
True.
You know.
Yeah,
if that book was nice, it would have been going for $40-$50 easy. You know?
Yeah. If you want like the first 50 or 60 or 70 issues, it's big bucks. And then if you want anything post when did they start with the new stuff again? 10.
Well,
the new lineup and Nightcrawler.
Issue 95.
Was 95.
That was a four-part story arc. I have the last two, 96 and 97.
Those are pricey, and any of the Byrne stuff in the 100s is really expensive.
Or Claremont writing.
Yeah, but that's considered the cream of the crop, right? So
it is,
understandably. But I have a good amount of X-Men now, but it's not a ton.
I don't. I have 11
in total. That's it.
That's it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's gonna show them all today. So there
10 of them.
Yeah.
Because usually when we do favorite covers, we do like top 10.
Top 10, yeah.
Like 5 and 5 honorable mentions.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off. Well, why don't you?
Okay, so it makes sense.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it makes sense for me to start, and there's a reason why. So issue number 31.
But if I went the other way, go ahead.
The Cobalt Man. Okay, so this is the original issue, and he kind of looks like a blue Iron Man almost. And then you got,
Cobalt is blue.
I know. But they have to make him look like Iron Man, right?
Yes.
He's like a robot, and an absolutely awful Iceman. Some of this.
Sure, that's not the Silver Surfer?
No, I'm positive.
Okay.
Boots. Just come on. But this is just a really great
messing with you
action cover.
Yes.
Which then, if you follow the X-Men, they started doing reprints, and wouldn't you know it, Bill's first choice.
Wouldn't you know it?
Wouldn't you know? That's a much better looking Iceman. See that? Although the Cobalt Man looks pretty different.
Yes, the Cobalt Man. Check him out.
Yep. Yeah, he looks pretty different.
Yeah.
And of course, this is
his suit.
Beast before.
He's kind of got more of a square lantern pattern.
Yeah.
Square.
As opposed to just this muscular looking.
No, I'm talking about the center chest plate, that big giant square.
Yeah, it is bigger on yours.
Right.
It's definitely different.
He looks a little stronger here in this copy.
He's a little bit. Ass.
It's ironic how this reprint is a different cover. Whereas, like in Marvel Tales, they were pretty much the same covers from the original Spider-Mans.
I think most of the X-Men reprints, they did that. They put different covers on it because they probably wanted you to think you were getting something different, right?
So that was my number 5 out of top 5 picks.
Cool. Yeah, I don't really have them.
Are you not in order?
No,
okay.
But I did mine chronologically.
Oh, disarray. Okay.
Yeah. Here is the earliest appearance of the Juggernaut. In my collection.
Now that's going to be a Juggernaut price tag.
Yeah. the one that his first appearance is even worse. But but I love the Juggernaut. So I got to have them all. Eventually, I'll get some of the other ones when I'm ready and willing to pay the price. But that's a pretty cool one.
This one here, issue 79.
Yeah.
The next issue 80 is a Juggernaut issue, and that is like expensive, man.
Oh, even the reprint?
Yes.
Because that's the reprint of the first appearance.
Of Juggernaut, probably.
Yeah. That's a great cover.
Another reprint. I'm not exactly sure what number it is, but it's a reprint.
And if memory serves me correctly, that's not the same cover, but this cover is better than the original issue, I think. This is a really good cover.
Yes.
And again, look how big he is.
Yes.
Talk about that so
the
much.
Gigantic nemesis of the villain,
He's really not that
overpowering the
big.
heroes. They're like little shrimps.
He's like giant man or Goliath size there,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Shrimp men.
Yep. Very
All right.
cool. All right, number 34. I like this cover. This is pretty cool. It's got some nice artwork to it there.
Yeah.
Again, with the big giant villain guy who looks kind of like a
Villain from those Japanese movies you like.
Exactly. Like from Ultraman or something like that, right? Yeah.
What's the other one with the samurai, the big giant samurai?
Oh, that is it begins with an H. I'm drawing a blank on his name. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, the giant stone guy. He does look a lot like him,
right?
Actually. Yeah. Yeah, what is that called?
Not Jumanji.
No,
I know
not
that.
Jumanji. No, I'm not drawing a blank. I can't believe I can't remember. I'll remember before the episode, hopefully.
All right, when we go off the air.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
This is like later X-Men, 1992 maybe 90.
What do you think the odds they would get away with a cover like that today? None.
Really?
Oh, come on! With the whole Christ thing, come on, that would never happen today. They would never do that. People would be up in arms with that.
I don't know. Well, it's an X.
Yeah,
It's
so
not really
yeah,
a
but
cross
it's,
for Jesus. But yeah, he's a crucifixion.
Yeah.
Yes, but I just love this. Well,
it's very well done. Yeah, very well.
And this is the kind of the dull, flat pastel colors were the norm, as opposed to colors like this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you see a difference in but this cover for these colors, it works.
It does. Yeah.
It really does. You know, the shadowing, obviously. But I always loved this cover when I saw it.
It's amazing, and I love the placement of the skulls at the base of the X, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that it's just, is it raining? Is that like
Looks like, and it's a great Wolverine scapegoat cover, you know. But this is the last in my collection.
Oh, the number 291. Yeah.
This is 251.
Oh, 251.
I think I sold you 250 and 300.
Yeah, I think you did.
When we were at that con last year.
Yeah.
And that is number 3, my number 3 pick.
How about issue 140?
Ooh.
Love this Wendigo cover.
Yeah, that's an expensive one.
It is, yeah. I don't remember where I got this, but yeah, this is quite good. Quite good. This is a burn cover. This is the height of the popularity, right? The resurgence.
Yeah, that's like, what, 1980, 1979?
80, yeah. Yeah, 1980.
Yeah,
This is Wolverine with the brown suit, as you can see, up above.
Those are expensive ones.
Yeah, this is good. I dig the Wendigo too.
I got an X-Men cherry right here.
There you go.
Number 97.
Havoc.
With Havoc.
Yeah.
This is the last part 4 of the
all
story
new,
arc.
all different, right?
Yes.
Yep.
All new X-Men.
My brother, my enemy.
Very cool.
Havoc's another cool character. I will admit that some of the X-Men characters are really good. I mean, really well done, and I like them a lot. Like, I love Cyclops. You know, Wolverine is classic. Havoc is really cool. Nightcrawler is interesting. I mean, you know, it's...
Yeah.
All right, 145.
This is great.
With Mr. Doom. In fact, if I remember correctly, I think we were at Zap Comics together, and they had a couple of issues, a couple of copies of this, and I think we each bought one the same day. Yeah.
Oh, same day?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Pretty sure it was the same
okay.
day. Yeah. So here,
Very cool.
The whole thing is him. He's got this interest in Storm in this, which is pretty cool. But anything with Dr. Doom is amazing.
Number 96.
Yeah, that's a great one too. Yeah.
And 97. Both from my family friend Tony. Rest in peace, Tony.
Oh, so you got them from a friend?
Yeah, I got them from Tony.
As opposed to having to buy those, yeah.
Well, these weren't worth anything when I got these in
then,
1978.
Now.
I told you that story, right? He let me go into his closet and organize. He's like, yeah, go.
Take whatever you
want.
want.
I told him I was into comics and I had a subscription. This guy was like Tony, he was a friend of the family, and he was 10 years older than me. And I had known him for like 5 years. He was like, yeah, go into my closet in my bedroom and, go through my collection, and, if I have any doubles, you can take them. And he goes, and you can take all my DCs. I'm not into DC.
Take away.
And one of the DC, he had one Detective Comics, and I think it's number like 474. It's an issue with the Hitman.
Okay.
This sharpshooter. It's not, and it's like worth some money now. But anyway, this is worth some money. This is worth some money. And Tony had every single X-Men.
Oh wow, okay.
But these he had doubles on, so I was lucky. But I mean, and he had like everything, dude.
It's like Kirk's collection.
Fantastic
Kirk has
Four,
everything.
Spider-Man, every title that Marvel made related to superheroes. He didn't collect any horror books, really, or any of the Army stuff. But man, Tony's collection was intact.
Nice.
And he, passed it on to his daughters.
Yeah,
so
okay.
it's still in the family, the collection.
There you go. Yeah, maybe one day when the daughters are like, I don't need this stuff.
I don't know. I wish. I would be so
Speaking of
lucky.
Havoc, how about
there you go.
221? I love this cover. That's
Newer in 1990. That's like
Yeah.
92, 91. I think that's 91.
87 actually.
Oh,
87.
okay.
Yeah, I think some of the cover art on a lot of these latter for us anyway, are really, really well done. Some of the artwork is good on the inside too, but I'm.
But again, you can see the change between that book and the books from the Silver Age.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Bronze Age.
Absolutely. Yep.
Like, here's Bronze Age.
Yep. That's a good one.
This is what, number
129.
129.
Yeah.
This'll run you.
So there you got Wolverine in his yellow suit, yellow and blue.
Storm,
and Colossus.
Yep. So
Pieter. All right, so my last was 221. How about 222? Again, all about Wolverine on these covers, right? So here against his arch nemesis, Sabretooth. Another really good one. Good battle issue here. Anytime these two go against each other, it's always pretty cool.
this was my number one pick, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So this is an honorable mention. Honorable mention. Oh.
That's a good one.
This, I think, is the issue just before the death of Phoenix.
Yeah.
Building up
I like
to
a great way to convey emotion on that.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody looks just like
It's
they're
a
like,
sad day
yeah.
in X-Men world.
Yep.
And that is issue 136.
36. So here's a cool one. This is, I don't even know what the hell this is number one of, but I actually have three of them.
Across the top.
A Legend Reborn. I don't know what that
Oh,
is.
so it's again when they were milking the X-Men popularity, let's crank out another title and see how it sells.
Yeah.
This is 1991 or 92.
91. So, and basically these are the same issues, but they've all have different covers.
Oh, variant covers.
Yeah, variant. So I got three of them. So that is a spectacular Magneto cover. Absolutely spectacular. That might be my favorite out of all of these, to be honest with you. That is just
cool.
Amazing. And then
He's looking kind of gigantic too on that
totally
cover.
is. And then here you got this really colorful one there.
Of the Beast.
Beast is looking great.
Storm.
Yeah. And you got Professor
Who's
X.
that in the background? Your favorite Wasp?
No, yeah, that's who is that? What's her name? I forget.
Pixie?
Yeah,
No, I don't know who that is.
I forget her name.
You'll tell me though, I'm sure.
I will.
No, I'm talking to the viewers, not you.
Jim
You
Lee.
can listen.
There's another cool one.
I'm going to play Get Out of My Marvel Comics card right now.
These are all the variant covers.
Show you my wood.
All right, back to you.
Honorable mention, you've already seen it before, but you'll see it again.
There you go.
Yeah, Doctor Doom, issue 145.
And here we have issue number 3. I think this is in the same series what I just showed you. Another Jim Lee cover, but really cool. Here they're kind of all fighting each other. This was an interesting issue, right? They're all kind of at odds with each other. But again, you got my man Colossus in the middle, kicking butt, going at it with Wolverine.
Action-packed cover there.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, like I said, some of these covers from this era are actually really well done.
147. Yes.
That's a good
Storm.
one. Yeah, I almost brought that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good cover
That's
too.
part 2 to the other one, I believe, right? Yeah.
It's part of.
Or part of the story. I think that's like
It's in there.
three or four issues. Yeah. And my last one for today, and I think this. I really like the Magneto one, but I think this might be my favorite out of all of these. And this is issue number 5 of that latter run that I'm just showing you just now. And this is a great battle issue with Wolverine going up against Omega Red. Look at that. Another spectacular Jim Lee cover. I would like that on a T-shirt. In fact, I have seen T-shirts of it. I've almost bought it. But,
really?
Yeah, that's. Let me look at that.
That's savage.
Totally savage. Totally savage.
Jim Lee is phenomenal.
Oh, he's amazing. Yeah.
This is phenomenal Magneto cover too.
Yeah.
Anniversary milestone issue 150
Yep.
of the X-Men.
Yeah, I almost brought that one too.
This camera's still giving me issues. There
I
you
need,
go.
I need to get you like a user manual. on
I
that.
think you need to put the camera back.
No, this was much better.
That's what you think.
There you go. Look at Mr. Softy on the bottom.
Honorable mention number 6. Yeah. Iceman. Frosty.
Oh,
He
Frosty.
doesn't look like ice to me. He looks like Snowman.
Oh, that's so terrible.
This is Amazing Adventures Volume 3. I bought this off the rack like in 1979 when I was a teenager. I bought it because it was a number 1. But I'm so glad when I was a teen when I bought it, I didn't know it was a reprint of X-Men number 1.
Yeah.
It's a reprint of the first X-Men.
Yeah.
This is exactly what the cover looked like, except there was a white background. Colors might be off.
Jack Kirby.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a bad Iceman. Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's just terrible. Oh.
And what's with this guy with the trapeze? That's the Beast,
That's
right?
the Beast, yeah. He's
Where does the trapeze go? How did he lose the trapeze?
yeah, where's it coming from?
He should still have that. Would be cool, like just like the Spider-Man cartoon. What's it hanging on to?
Yeah, nothing. The sky.
Is he anchored onto wood off camera? I would think he's anchored to a wood tree.
It's like, here I am on my trapeze to attack you with my big feet.
Yes. Or they smell. Back in the 60s, we should have said, trick or treat, smell my feet.
Yeah.
Yes. He's going to stick his feet in his face. That's fighting power.
It's really funny because the early X-Men were really kind of corny.
Yes.
Right. But
That's why they went to reprints so fast.
and they knew they had to do something different
That's why
with the
I
Beast,
didn't
right?
buy them when I was a teen. After they regrouped, I don't care what you do.
God, when they reintroduced the Beast, they go, we got to do something else. This guy like flying around on a trapeze with big bare feet. We got to do something.
They had
to
Angel.
give him hair and
Angel's
Angel.
nothing.
Angel. I guess Cyclops is always kind of cool, but I always and that's I think one of the reasons why back in the 70s I didn't read a lot of X-Men because I remember like this
corny stuff.
Yeah, and then it started to get good, right? But
yeah. Anyway,
that
concludes our favorite X-Men covers. I'm Wild Bill, as always, saying thanks for being here. Thank you for your comments and your subscriptions. Please tell your friends about us. Click the notification bell so you can be kept in the loop. Share the video too with your friends. That's a great way. Internet word of mouth.
That's right.
For us to spread.
Yes.
We are in our 5th year, and we still have less than 3,000 subscribers.
We're just like inching along. Come on, YouTube, help us out. Jesus.
You know what? Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Don't worry about it. I like the fact that you guys like us. That's good enough for us.
Our
to keep
comments
going.
are great. I mean,
yeah.
It's just,
and thank you for reaching out to us. And anyway, as always, we thank you for being here on Wild Bill. Appreciating your support, and we'll see you next time.
That's right.
And for me and Pete, we'll see you next time, comic book fans. For Comic Book Geezers, we're out.
That's right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.